Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Rime of the Frostmaiden, Icewind Dale. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, you absolutely can.
Hello.
Hello.
And
Hello, Internet.
we are down a player, but hopefully she'll be back with us next week. But story goes on, and well, before the story goes on, let's talk about what happened last time.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
We're gonna force it on you. Last time with Alara kind of trailing off into the darkness, you asked Tia to stop burning the ship so you could inspect it first. Burning it after seemed fine by all, and Tia made sure to get to the captain's quarters first, invisibly, where she retrieved a book. No one else knows about that, but looking through the ship, you found multiple things of use, and other denizens as well. A goat and a quartet of kobolds were here, but you guys released the goat, and caused the kobold to scamper after it on the ice outside of the vessel, disappearing into the snow. Finding a small stash in the captain's chest, as well as a small bag of magical furballs. There was no rumored rum aboard. What you did find, though, was a massive hoard of treasure frozen stuck to the bottom of the ship's interior. Noting claw marks and other evidence, it was suggested that this may be a dragon's hoard. Risking being here for a time, you started melting the ice over the treasure, slowly revealing more and more. Phineas knew there was something here that was more powerful than he'd ever felt before, but it was at the bottom of this icy hoard. And before you could get to the bottom of the pile, he started to organize the treasure in one of the boats that were kind of in the hull of the ship. But you took too long. The owner of the treasure did indeed show up. The biggest dragon you have ever seen. White of scales, rider atop its back. Dragon even seemed to call out to the rider to cast spells at you. Oddly enough, none were cast. But this dragon was more than enough to deal with on its own. Some of you tried to get up and out passing the stairs, but you were all met with the icy doom that was its breath weapon. Luckily, Andres was not as affected as anyone else and helped others get back up to run from this gargantuan beast. Obviously no match for this dragon. Letters shot at the rider instead as you were scattering and running around. And actually knocked the rider out of the saddle. Erevan risked shooting it again, but drew the ire of the dragon's breath once more. And once more, saved by Andres. Luckily, however, the rider being pinned down to the ice was enough to keep the dragon distracted, so you could all flee, scattering about the ice. Phineas and Tia were approached by a semi-giant verbeeg, telling you to follow it if you want. Like, come with me if you want to live scenario. Everyone followed the tracks they laid as well. And the verbeeg took you back to her cave. Told you it was foolish to go near the dragon, but you did have a common enemy. Oral, the creator of this darkened and harsh winter. And they gave you some information and warned you of the dangers of the Isle of Solstice. You all took to getting some sleep as you are quite injured. And that's where we're going to pick up. Alar, you're not with them at the moment. You're cooling down from being angry at Tia. But is there anything you guys would like to do before you get bed down and get a long rest?
I will recall Oberon.
What does that look like?
Glad you asked. With a measured breath, Erevan invokes the spell. His actions precise and unhurried. The air ripples, and an owl materializes. Its movements as stealthy and calculated as Erevan's.
Nice.
As you have your Oberon. Is there anything anyone else would like to do while you're bedding down, or before bedding, anything you'd like to discuss with between each other or with this giant who's just kind of solemnly standing by the fire. And there's one of these Chwinga creatures kind of hiding behind the rocks in the space of this cave. A larger cave, but there are dotted firs throughout the space and a pile of wood. Are you guys just eager to get your sleep?
Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
All right. Bedding down and then...
I would say we would just agree on the plan for tomorrow. What do we want to do? Or we could just agree to just think about it overnight and then discuss it in the morning. Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's
we
discuss
can-
tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Did I identify everything that we found? Pretty sure I did.
Probably.
All right, I'm good.
All right. Bedding down
Yeah, you think that.
to
Wait
discuss...
till Laura gets back here.
Yeah, to discuss things in the morning. You all get a long rest. And in the middle of the night, probably before you guys are rested, because they're already well rested enough, Tinjong will kind of lightly mumble over you all. I not linger long. Dragon, too close. If you need me, I won't be far from Angajak's spell. And Tia would kind of get up at that. And as you guys are groggily waking up little by little, I'm sure Erevan and Andres would be wide awake at this point, but I'll go with this Tinjong to find the spell. Perhaps able to locate it later for you all. I'll leave Bakara here with you so that I can find you later.
Was she saying spell or bell? Like S-P-E-L-L or bell?
Angajuk spell.
B. Okay.
Ungajuk is the giant whale.
Yes.
I guess giant and whale is a bit of a double statement, but
Yeah. Probably a normal sized whale, to be honest. But, and with that, Tinjong will just say, don't linger too long. You are welcome in cave. Don't go back to ship. Dangerous. Hope to see you again. Don't die. And
Yeah, you neither.
likewise.
Tinjong the Verbeeg will take off with Tia, leaving Bakara to kind of sit by the fire, looking over you all. And kind of as everyone else is starting to wake up, like rising for the day proper, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. Alara, taking some time to cool off, finding the tracks of your friends and hearing the roar of a dragon not too long after you had left. That's when you heard the roar of the dragon, like maybe a few hours. Having to rush back, finding the tracks that would lead to a short cave at the edge of the Sea of Moving Ice. Tracks of your friends. You would be able to figure this out easily enough with your expertise and such matters. and you'd be able to see a firelight coming from within.
I guess I walk in.
All right.
It's like no one's dead, are they?
Not anymore.
Not yet.
I
Yeah,
have
pretty
bad
close.
news. Bad news about Tia. And I put my head down.
She just left.
And you would see Bakara, like, sitting on a rock by the fire.
But if you're looking to scold someone, Phineas is right there.
What did I do?
Easy target. You know what you did. This
And
genius
what
thought it would
did
be a
you
great idea
do?
This genius thought it would be a great idea to steal from the hoard of an ancient white dragon.
Irvine was there too.
I was, and I don't think that we knew that it was a dragon until the dragon arrived. But
I
Hmm.
mean, I
Mhm.
we
we
had a,
did suspect that it was.
yeah, I had a pretty good idea. I was just, living in denial, hoping for an easy score.
We were
Fuck.
trying to get out of there, and we stayed too long. We overstayed our welcome, and it was a mistake.
You were saying, oh, don't worry, we'll be out in a second for 2 hours! Anyways, I had to basically scrape him off the floor, but we actually made it out of there, miraculously.
It was actually
Why?
3 hours.
Yeah, luckily the dragon wasn't very smart.
Look, Phineas, when you're that big and that dangerous, you don't really have to be smart. To be honest.
Yeah.
We did pick up. Do you want to show her what we picked up? I'll show her the
Yeah,
quiver
of course.
with the elven writing on it. I didn't study it overnight like I planned to, but I'll look at it a little bit more carefully now. Is there any other traits about this quiver besides that it might be from elven origin? Does it look like it could be from that?
It's definitely
Elvish
elven
archer?
origin.
Okay.
Possibly. I would say you're uncertain. It definitely would fit the description.
Okay. So I show that to her.
Yeah.
Show her the 3+1 arrows.
Yep.
Show her I think we got a gold bracelet and a large gold bracelet. Some gold. Do we divide this up like when we get to town? I say to everybody.
Didn't think
Sounds
we were
good to me.
going to town.
No, we're not going right now, but
Eventually we will
it's here. I'm not planning on keeping it all. It's not all mine.
we can divvy it up once we actually get to sell it.
Okay. What else do we get, Phineas? Do you want to tell her?
I got this really ugly wand. I think it can do some cool stuff though, randomly. Got a pearl, a couple pearls. Sev has a drift globe to help him see better.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, I
And we
already
get a
have
bag
all
that
these
makes animals.
Oh yeah, Andres has that.
A bag that makes animals.
Yep. That's
that
pretty much it.
would be interesting.
Got little balls of fur in it.
We can't eat them though, unfortunately. They disappear.
Oh,
I was actually just thinking that, yeah.
It's
That's
not a
slightly
food
less
source,
interesting now.
unfortunately. Yeah.
I think we're gonna check out the goblins. See if we can find that shield warrior. Maybe see what the goblins want to do in the 10 towns. Be the 11th town.
Anyone
Well.
attuned to the necklace?
What necklace?
The
The amulet.
The amulet that goes with the shield guardian.
Will I be have been able to attune to it while I was cooling off?
Sure.
I've attuned to it.
There you go.
And we should be able to find it.
Cool.
All right, well, let's get moving.
I second that.
Let's head in the direction.
I have a feeling today is going to be a good day.
Me too.
Don't
Better
jinx
than
it.
yesterday.
The bar's really low, boys.
It's true. Can only go up from here.
So
A
gathering
long walk.
as you gather your things, ready yourselves to set out on a walk straight south across the tundra. I will want to remind everyone to, if you have rations, to take them off. Take off one ration.
Hey,
Actually-
Seth, you got one of them berries?
Yeah, he's got the berries.
I have berries.
Yeah, so you guys don't have to. Never mind. I forgot.
All right.
I forgot. It's been a while since we've actually talked about rations. But so heading out over the tundra. How are you guys traveling across? Like, are you just booking it?
Standard walking pace, I suppose.
Any
Hmm.
any sort
Sustainable.
of order?
I want to stay in the middle.
I mean,
I guess I'll be up front somewhere because I've got the bleepy in my head or the necklace or whatever.
Fair enough.
I'll be at the back.
So, traveling along this day. Alara, go ahead and give me a survival check at advantage then, kind of using the thing as your the amulet as your guide. And also, you haven't had a chance to play with the new sheets yet.
No. So what am I doing again? Sorry.
Survival check at advantage.
Oh, goody. That's not automatic advantage. I clicked on it. Doesn't sound like it's gone through. Hasn't
It
been a
did.
bleep. Oh, it did.
Yep.
Did not bleep.
I heard the bleep. You got a 15. And with that, Seb, since you're in the back, roll me a d20.
One.
Just one. Okay.
Oops.
Taking some time. It is quite snowy. Not quite blizzard conditions, but it is snow. And actually making pretty good time, you feel like, as you're traveling, trudging through the heavy snows and over the hills, and essentially kind of like snowdrifts or dunes of snow throughout. A little bit of daylight, semblance of daylight that does happen along the tundra, comes and goes rather quickly back into darkness. As you start stumbling into actual darkness. Is Seth going to be using that orb throughout?
No, he'll probably just stick with his lantern.
Okay. But almost like a beacon in the dark. But also you can't see more than like 70 or 80 feet at any given point. Occasionally little bursts of wind drift the snow away so you can see a little bit further, but it's not the best. I will want everyone to give me a Constitution save. Andres, make it at advantage.
I'll get an 18.
Okay.
For that's a total of 22.
Fair enough. Just need one from Alara. Alright. Trudging through the snows, it's starting to get dark. Erevan, your exhaustion starts to kind of take a toll. As you start to slow down, you do suffer another point of exhaustion. As the day starts to come to a close, as it is frigid temperatures, like not quite blizzard conditions, but it's cold as shit. And the heavy clothes that each of you are wearing it's still biting, and DC wasn't terribly high, but you do have 2 points of exhaustion now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put that on my sheet.
I can modify that -2. There's no good way. We just have to remember -4.
Yeah.
But I can always modify that one to just hit -4.
Oh. All right, so you're gonna take care of that?
Possibly. Sometimes you can't edit sheets when other people are using them. Just
I could exit out of it.
No, it won't work while it's active. Like at the moment, I've put a ticket up for that too. Because I can adjust it after, but say la vie. Just remember that -2 is actually a -4, if it even does it. It looks like it doesn't even do it. But
It does not.
So, as the darkness starts to overtake everything, the snow starting to get a little bit of snow blindness, but you would see in the not too distant area this glittering black jutting rocks. You can tell they are glittering because it looks like there's a campfire below. Like just in the middle of the tundra, just these large jutting rocks, maybe 30, 40 feet tall. Just a pair of them, or a trio. And in the middle of them stands what looks to be a campfire. You can probably see it about 150, 200 feet out.
100 feet out?
Yeah.
Or 150, whatever it is.
150 or so feet out, you see it.
Okay. Well, I say, as soon as we get the chance, I need to rest, because I was already exhausted, and now I'm even more exhausted, I say. From all that stress of getting killed twice.
And perhaps we should rest here.
A pretty good distance.
I'll pull out my spell book, start tracing a circle in the snow, get in the tiny hut, ready to go.
All right. Just keeping a distance from this firelight nearby.
While I'm doing this,
You're like 150 feet away. It's not too terribly far, but
while I'm
Close
getting
enough
this
to
ready,
see it, but not close enough, I think.
do you think Oberon could take a look, see what's going on?
I'm good with that. Can Oberon fly that far?
absolutely.
Then we'll go 50 feet more. I'll go 50 feet more and try to be stealthy about it. And then I could be within 100 feet to see what Oberon could see.
Sure thing. As you kind of give me a stealth check. Approaching up in the snows. All right, even with a -4, 20 or a 19, nothing to scoff at. Sneaking along the snows here, leaving barely a trail as that is pretty deep, but kind of a light step. Sending Oberon out, seeing around what looks to be a small camp. mining equipment around. A couple of crates filled with minerals. A trio of tents set up. And an axe beak tied to one of these tents. You would even notice 4 figures wandering these 3 tents, or kind of sticking close to the fire between them. All short, stocky, dwarven figures.
Not Dorgar.
No, it doesn't appear so. Their skin looks pale and like a pale pinkish colored skin. There are various coloration of beards of red, white, gray. These are shield dwarves.
The dwarves are friendly in these parts.
No one's friendly in these parts.
They're pretty friendly.
Well, you guys know the area better than I. That's why I ask.
They're probably cool. We most likely don't have to worry about them.
Okay. I will stay right where I'm at. Oberon could fly faster than me. I'll send Oberon back to my team and he'll give 3 hoots. So Oberon will go hoo, 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 which in the past has meant one thing: come to my position.
You
And
get a beckoning call from Oberon.
and then Oberon would, if they choose to follow him, I don't know, would lead them towards me, and I'll just start slowly walking towards this group of dwarves that I can't speak Dwarvish, but I'm hoping my allies catch up to me.
Does everyone
I'm
continue
sure.
to follow?
I hope we're not attacking these people.
I can't
I'm
actually
not
even
attacking
know
them.
what that hooting meant because
There's safety in numbers.
I would say you wouldn't know exactly what the hooting meant, but it did seem obvious that it just wants you to follow it. I'd say that's an easy enough thing to recognize.
Yeah, let's follow.
I guess.
I'm
How far
exhausted,
they
so
were
I'm not going to be
like
picking a fight.
150 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, spells range 120. I could be close. I'm gonna hang out in the midpoint because if Phineas stops casting his spell, we have to start over.
When Oberon called us, I'll close the book and shuffle the snow off of my feathers. And I'll head over toward Erevan.
Does Sev still keep him back a little bit, or?
I will still be the last person in line.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I'll stay, but not forever away. Don't have to be the midpoint anymore if Phineas is going to give up the hut for now.
As Erevan and the rest of you follow, you would hear this screeching growl, a high-pitched. I could try to imitate it, but it would be horrible. Because I can't do high-pitched noise, that's for sure. But it kind of like a combination of a squawk of a bird and the growl of a bear, if you can imagine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can see the figures around the tents kind of on high alert, all of them grabbing crossbows, a couple of them grabbing their blades, readying themselves, and the axe beak in the area seems to kind of stir as lumbering over one of the dunes is a massive owl bear, a snowy coloration. I got a picture of it, I think. Yeah. Doesn't look quite as friendly as this picture makes it out to be.
No.
That looks like a cute, cuddly dude.
What a chonker.
It
He
is.
looks so fluffy.
It is
So
not being cute as it lunges over one of these, calling out this kind of. Combine them. I don't know. We're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. I'm gonna try to.
What is the effect of exhaustion level 2? I know that they're not good.
You get
minus-
minus 10 to your movement and minus 2 to every single roll.
Minus 2 to all roll.
Minus 2 for each level of exhaustion and minus 5 movement for each level. So you'll have minus 4 to your rolls, minus 10 to your movement.
Minus 4.
Mhm.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
So
Oh, initiative. Sorry.
That
No,
was
you're
Cure
there.
Wounds. I clicked initiative.
you are. Oh, I see. I've got old initiatives on there because I'm an idiot.
Initiative, I swear. Why is my initiative Cure Wounds?
I don't
Interesting.
know. That's a weird
Okay,
one.
I guess we'll do it the manual way then.
No, it did it. It rolled a 16. That's a weird one.
Okay.
But with that, Erevan, you are still up first, even with your minus 4. What are you
Natural
doing?
20s will do that.
24 from July.
He's proficient in initiative.
We weren't going to attack this thing.
Well, I don't know.
But I'd
You tell
only
me. What are
give
you
up my
doing?
attack.
Whoa. We
You're
could probably
first
just
to
like
react.
feed it a bit.
We could probably what?
We could probably just like feed it a bit. Pretty sure it's
What?
just
Yeah,
hungry.
the wolves.
All right.
I got a couple
will-
of rations with me. 2, I believe.
I will trade initiative if Alara wants to. Alara, would you like to trade initiative?
I don't want to make that choice.
Well, you have to be willing. Are you willing to trade?
Okay. I'm going to go to the next person then if you don't want it.
I'll trade.
No.
Okay. I'll trade with him. Can you swap us?
I can.
That's one of our features of alert.
Yep.
Indeed.
As Erevan calls out to Andres, like, what do I do? Andres, you're first.
I'm
Okay.
pretty incapacitated in my own eyes, so someone else takes the lead. Tell me what to do. I was trying to rest.
I'm going to use my action to make an emboldening bond between me, Elara, and let's say Erevan.
All right.
What does that do?
It's basically bless, but also for skill checks for the next
You'll
10 minutes.
have a little check mark underneath your attacks, or a little, slider, or emboldening bond. You can just have that checked off.
Right. Remind me what that is again.
Underneath
Or
your
somewhere.
attacks, you'll see effects. There's a long list. There's bless,
yes,
guidance,
there it is.
and emboldening
Gotcha.
bond.
Perfect. And with that, I'll approach the big chunky boy and toss the 2 rations that I still have with me in front of it. I assume it's probably like some dried meat.
Probably so.
Probably.
An emboldening bond's an action.
Yes.
All right, so you toss it there, but it's not enough to gain recognition. Like, it's there.
Hmm.
Draw a little turkey leg. Looks like a hot dog. Yeah, pretend that's a. Those are your rations as you throw them at the owl bear. Anything else for Andres?
I could do the dumb thing and be like, "Whoa, big guy, it's all right. Sun's getting real low.
Oh my god, I was waiting for you to make that reference.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't stop myself.
That'll take us to Severage.
Yes. Don't want to do that. Kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts me on the wrong side. So I guess I will use my bonus action to dash because I need to be on this side.
All right.
I'm going to
Dashing through the snow.
Damn right.
Getting right up next to this bear. This snowy owl bear.
Yeah, do I want to? Yeah, that's what I do. I'm going to basically attempt to knock it down. So I'm going to, throw my body into it like I have before.
Trying to shove it. Knock
Yep.
it prone. It's going to give it a strength save.
Rolls a 1.
All right. It rolls a 1. As you knock that owl bear on its side, just as it's starting to charge towards the tents, you just kind of approach it and kind of, barrel into it as it goes sliding into the snow. It goes,
I'm just gonna-
"Roar."
No.
I can only make sad animal noises for some reason. Imagine a high-pitched bird call afterwards. Anything else for Sev?
Nope, I put myself between it and the dwarves.
That'll take us to Erevan.
Oh, I think we're going to be attacking this thing. That's the body language I'm getting,
But not like with damage.
but not with damage.
We're just trying to
Haven't
get it to run
really
away.
heard it yet.
Don't you Americans have a saying for this? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, get down. If it's white.
Good night.
I've never
Okay.
heard that, but that makes, because bears.
I'm from the south. We just shoot things.
Yeah. That's more the American way.
And I am good at shooting things, but since we're not damaging it yet, I have 35 normal movement, minus 10, so 25.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. And then, could I go there?
Yeah.
God, I speak Dwarvish now.
You run up to the axe beak. As it's kind of starting to freak out. It's tied down, though.
That's it then. I don't know what else I would do if we're not trying to attack this thing. That's the end of my turn.
All right. That'll take us to Alara. As the dwarves are kind of just taking all this in as people just rush in after hearing the owlbear call. What's Alara gonna do?
Sure. Well, guess. Wait. Not that far. Yeah, it's within my range. I'll just walk over, stand beside Sev, and I'm just gonna hold my arms out. And actually, no, as I'm pretty sure as a changeling, as an action, I can imitate like a sound or something. Pretty sure I can
that
do that
sounds
as a
right.
changeling.
I mean, you can try anyways. Give me a animal handling. I don't know. What are you trying to? What are you trying to do? Trying to intimidate
Trying
it?
to get it to turn. Maybe trying to get it to go away. Maybe to scare it.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh God. Okay. Oh wow.
With a 20. Yeah, it's scared. As it just got knocked over, didn't see you guys pretty much snuck up on it. Or ran up on it. Anything else for Alara? As it's kind of like knocked down, gives the sad eyes towards you.
No.
Anything else for like sad, like doesn't know what's going on? Anything else for
I
Alara?
understand. No, nothing else for Alara.
That'll take us to the dwarves. Are you guys hunting this? Fuck, we're hungry.
No! Run away! You idiots!
Dwarvish.
They're speaking in common.
I say we are not hunting this thing.
We got food tonight, boys.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I tasted dwarves before.
Yes, but that's a story for another day.
They're all gonna take
Don't
shots.
do what you're about to do!
Do you have climb over it?
Yes! Go away!
We'll camp here first.
And we're saving your
Resource
ass!
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll
I got
say
it. We can feed him.
give me a impromptu persuasion check, Andres.
Okay.
With an 11. Alright. It seems logical. So the first three will kind of keep their crossbows ready, like also confused as to what's going on, while the one by the axe beak turns to Aravan. Hey, what are you doing by the axe beak? Get out of there! And he lowers his crossbow towards Aravan. Not firing, but just lowering it. Which will take us to the owlbear. It's going to get up and slowly back away. Kind of slightly taking the disengage action as it's just backing up with its massive claws. You would hear the call of a second owlbear. Almost in response to, as the one backing up lets out that kind of low caw, almost low. What do you call a slow shriek? An eagle shriek, like an eagle. Screech, yeah, a low screech.
Guitar?
And coming up over the dune would be a second, much larger owlbear.
Oh, fuck.
And still the same team?
We'll find out.
Baby.
Barreling over is going to kind of leap over the dune to protect its mate. As this is the mama and the papa. Leaping out towards Alara. This thing is going to try to tear its beak into you.
Oh, great. Love that for me.
Getting a 26 to hit.
That fucking hits.
As Alara, you take 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It then goes to try to maul you. Luckily, it rolled horrible damage on this. It did get a nat 20 on its next attack
Mm-hmm.
for 11 points of slashing damage. And then going for its third claw attack. Also not great. Only getting a 9 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
As kind of tearing its beak and giving a big claw across you. going for the second one, just slams down into the snow as it kind of scatters. That'll end their turn, as the first one's still frightened. The big boy is not as frightened, which will take us to Phineas.
I'll
You would actually
move
move
forward. Move forward a little bit. No! Stay away from my friends! I'll point this atrocious-looking wand at the big boy.
Okay.
And I'll channel some magical energy into the wand. And I'll use a charge.
Roll that D100.
47.
47. What's that do? Wow. As you point the wand out there, a radius of butterflies just fill the area. Just multicolored butterflies. Fill the area. That might be a good one. $30-foot radius? Something like that. As everything in there is unable to be seen as these butterflies kind of flit about. Anything else for Phineas?
Oh, shit. Oh, that'll do it.
There we go. Fair enough. Andres, everything is just filled with fucking butterflies everywhere.
They're in my face.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I'll try and get a little closer to where I just saw Mama Owlbear.
Yeah, you know it's there.
And I'll go, hey, friend. We don't want to hurt you, but we also really don't want to get eaten. You're gonna have to calm down. Nobody wants to hurt you. I'm hoping to do the thing.
What is the thing?
Well, I can use an action to make a DC 10 animal handling check.
Just by talking to it?
Yes. That's all it says. On a success,
Oh,
I
you're
change
talking about
the
the
toward
new
me from...
PHP stuff. Yeah, I don't.
No, I do not. On a success, I change the owlbear's attitude toward me from hostile to indifferent, or from indifferent to friendly.
Oh, is that a
It's
peace
the
domain?
Owlbear Whisperer secret.
Oh, that one. That thing. Gotcha. I couldn't remember. Yes, go for it. Go for it. I thought it was like... I gotcha. I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, I
This is
gotcha.
actually the only reason why I wanted the animal handling proficiency, but you stole it from me.
I gotcha. Give me an animal handling check. With a 15. As kind of the scent gets picked up. You hear like a... kind of like... I don't know how owlbears sound. And
Way more bear than owl.
Yeah, probably, because it's just the beak, really, and some feathers here and there. But it seems to calm down. Is anyone else doing hostile actions?
Nope. Seva's getting out of here. He's never even seen a butterfly before.
The dwarves suddenly turn towards Erevan, who's sidling up next to the Axebeak. Erevan, how do you respond to that?
I was gonna get away from it the next time that I had a chance. So
Yep.
if
How
it's
do you
my
respond?
turn to
Yeah.
move,
I mean,
I will
we're
respond.
out of initiative essentially. Just how do you react to it? Like, you know.
I will go over here if they don't have a problem with that body language wise, and just be like, well, I'll do that with my bow. Be like, okay, I didn't know that this thing was personal to you or a family friend, but I don't have any relationship to this, so I'm just gonna get away from it. I was just trying to stay away from the owlbear that we're trying to protect your asses from.
And with that, the owlbear kind of, as the other one flees pretty quickly, just straight up frightened of Alara. The larger one would escape the mound of fucking butterflies that's just filling the area.
Did I try and feed it those 2 rations? I wanted to feed the little one first before I do that. Before it does.
Absolutely. It'll kind of pick him up and like hold him in its mouth, and it'll regurgitate him later.
Nice.
Like, because maybe that part's bird. I don't know. And it'll go scampering off in the tundra to follow its baby. And we'll hop out of initiative there. Yeah, I'm gonna give inspiration to Andres for that one,
Thank you.
and Alara for scaring that one, and absolutely.
Appreciate y'all making this work.
Remember, you lose those on a long rest, so use them quick.
Yep,
That's true.
that is true. The butterflies dissipate in a minute or two, something like that.
In minutes.
10 minutes.
Love it. Butterflies filling the area. A couple of the doors are like, fuck.
Stay out of there.
Oh shit, well, I thought we had dinner.
You dipshits. Those beasts were gonna rip you apart.
Phineas
Just-
goes into the butterflies.
We're just hungry out here. What are you lot doing out
Did you not
here?
bring food with you?
Live out here.
What? Where'd those butterflies come from?
Good
I stopped
question,
asking
honestly.
that question a long time ago.
Huh.
How long have you been out here?
About a 10-day or two?
And when did you run out of food?
A couple days ago.
There are 5 of us, correct? I didn't miscount, right?
We still got some
Yes,
axe beak
but-
feed, but it doesn't.
Listen,
The seed doesn't taste very good.
tomorrow morning I can serve you a big feast. It's gonna be nutritious and plentiful. Won't
Oh,
taste
really?
like much, but it can be done. You just have to wait until morning, though.
Oh. Yeah, that fellas, we got a feast in the morning.
Hey, you heard what I said about the taste, right?
Kind of
Good,
grumble.
good.
Yeah, I mean, food's food.
Food
Yeah,
is
we
food.
just been mining this mineral, kind of like a crystal. I don't know what it is. A scout reported back well and said that there was this strange substance here. And, oh, here you have it. It's ours, though. We claim it.
Hmm.
Now that you look over it, all of you except for Erevan, you haven't seen this material before, would absolutely recognize what this mineral is. This crystalline rock.
Rattling.
It is Chardalyn.
Yep.
Stuff is popping up all over the place.
Well, it's being spread around at least.
Hey, what?
Hmm. You're not the first people to come across this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
yeah,
of you-
certainly not.
Any of you gotten a bit of a weird feeling since you've been handling this?
They kind of look at each other. I don't think so. Why?
Hmm. Well, the last time we've seen people with a bunch of this in their possession, they were tricked into worshipping a devil.
We're not worshipping.
Well,
No. None of,
Tricked is too much to say. They pretty much did that willingly. Yeah, they weren't tricked. They just did that of their own volition.
none of that here.
All right. Good for you.
Yeah.
But do be careful with that stuff. Aside from supernatural stuff, there's a bunch of Dwergar hunting for this.
You guys are a long way from anything. Where are you even taking this?
Oh, we're just gonna collect it and bring it back to the towns, and then, well, when we can take it back to the dwarves, that'd be ideal. But the towns might be good enough. There's a couple of smiths there, might be able to work something out to borrow a forge.
Black Eye? Are they the Black Iron in East Haven?
I mean, we sell them
No.
stuff. Honestly, the goods, not a great smith. I think they put old filings in their iron. As Ervin shoots the axe beak.
I was trying to see if I had Vex on my short bow, but I can't tell.
It is.
It is. It's right there.
Yeah, I didn't know before. Like I can't tell from the sheet.
You're good. As long as the short bow mastery is checked off, you'll have it. Well, as I said, you're welcome to share the fire. As long as you make us a feast in the morning.
Deal.
We'll say we arrived here about 3 days ago. We haven't been feeling off, but Carlin over there's been. They heard something on the wind.
Arlen?
And Carlin's just kind of looking on the fire. Yeah. Well, a little something on the wind. Nothing more than whispers. You know, things you hear.
I cast.
Make up any words?
I cast detect thoughts.
Surface thoughts?
Yeah.
He's scared. And he thinks something's gonna kill him. Thinks whatever this voice is out to kill him. Hey, but what are you all lot doing way out here?
Exploring.
A what?
Wandering south.
You going to the spine?
About there, yeah.
Alright. Well, you got any good stories from the towns lately? We've been kind of out of the news.
Hmm. Do we?
They ever catch that murderer?
No. Still on the loose.
Oh. Not any safer out here. That owlbear did sound nice to eat, though.
I hear they're pretty tough. They're also really smart. There's a lot of them back home, where I'm from. They're like almost domesticated. We're still ironing out the kinks.
Well, how'd you get it to run like that? All I saw was the butterflies and then they were gone.
Not really sure. They're really smart. They can read emotions and know when they're outmatched.
Alright. I don't think I've heard about that. We don't see too much in the Dwarven Valley. Don't
That's
see
fair.
much of anything there anymore. Shut off.
I gotta be honest, I've never seen one with white fur and white feathers before. Usually brownish coloration.
Seen one with red feathers.
Really?
Yeah, after it was eating my mate.
Okay. Well,
Man, it's tough business out here. Gotta be tough to survive the tundra. This
Oh, sure.
blasted darkness. Just kind of looks up and gazes around.
You gotta know what fights to pick. So, probably should stay away from Albert.
Hey, it was coming towards us.
Yeah. The cub was.
Whoa. They look big enough to eat.
It looked big enough to eat any of you. Not even to
What,
speak
are
of
we
its
supposed to
mother.
just run from a owl bear in the tundra? Run away from this beauty here? Kind of looks towards the spires.
Maybe maybe we reopen this conversation in the morning when you guys have all eaten, and when hunger isn't, driving you to do desperate things.
Alright. Just stay away from our stone. It's ours.
Of course. Wouldn't dream of it.
Alright then. You wouldn't happen to have any food just for the night, would you?
I don't.
In my pockets. Not saying anything.
What was that?
I put my hands in my pockets without saying anything.
Alright. As long as you get this feast going.
Yep.
Well, stick by the fire. No, we will.
Issues. There's
I'll
safety in
start-
numbers.
I'll start setting up the dome.
Alright.
In Dwarvish, was there one guy who's doing most of the talking?
Yeah.
I will approach him and in Dwarvish just softly be like, Andres is a bit of an idealist, but this should help you guys sleep. And I will give all them the four remaining good berries for the night.
Fucking Barry?
You'd be surprised.
I mean, thanks, but... Alright. He kind of eats one of them. He'll hand out a berry each. Didn't taste like much, but... I guess the belly's full. Interesting. You lot aren't so bad. Only friends we've seen across the tundra so far.
Likely the only ones you will, so stay safe.
That's the truth.
And don't go north.
Yeah, so we're gonna dig all this up and head back to town. Some of us are. And yep, as soon as the dome is set up, all the dwarves are like, "Hey, what the fuck is that?"
It's just kind of like your tents, except it keeps the weather out. It's nice and warm in here. Keeps anybody I don't want out. Just a little bit safer in a tent.
Blimey, that's... They got a magician. And he's a bird.
Yeah, you don't eat me though.
Oh no, talks, you put it back. It's our rule of thumb.
Reasonable.
Done, I'll head into the dome if
Yeah.
that's okay. Phineas is good with that.
Yeah, our party is allowed in.
Not,
Is it soundproof, or is it you have to keep hushed tones inside?
Not
it
soundproof.
is not soundproof.
Okay.
But they'll kind of be like huddled by the fire for most of the night until like you'll see them kind of take watches throughout. They'll definitely look towards the dome and kind of you hear them kind of whisper every now and then about it, and then kind of look like, but it's obvious they're just like, what the fuck is that, kind of thing. And eventually they do start to one by one go to bed without much of a fuss, taking turns with watches. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you bed down?
If anybody wants to talk, now's a great time to talk. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I think we're good. But if we don't need to discuss strategy,
Easy enough. As you do bed down in the night, roll me Sev, you're staying outside of the dome?
No, I'll get in there eventually. But
Okay,
the dome is temperature controlled and it's not comfortable.
that's fair. It's like 75 degrees in there.
He's like sleeping in the largest pile of snow he can make.
Yeah. Which is like 28 degrees or 24 degrees for Celsius.
That's exactly what I'm looking up now.
I want to say 24.
About 24 degrees.
Yeah, okay. We'll say Phineas, roll me a d4.
One.
As you guys are resting, are you setting watches for the evening, or are you
I
not?
might as well.
Who's on first?
I'll take first.
Who's on second?
Everyone else
the last
actually.
4 hours then.
All right. First is one that really matters. So Alara on first. You would see. Actually, give me a perception check. We'll see what you see. You got pretty good passive.
Sorry, just waiting for my character sheet to actually load.
It does have a stutter. They're working on that as well.
Okay, so perception check.
Yes, please. What was it, 23? The dwarf who's on watch at the moment. You would see him pull a blade out and kind of look around. Not able to see into your dome. But you would see him pull a curved kind of machete. And approaches one of the other tents.
Oh, great. On the side.
You would then proceed to hear grunting coming from within a tent as blood starts to pool out from underneath its flaps. You're like, ugh.
I just start patting Andres, trying to get him to wake up from his.
What's up? What's going on?
One of them's murdering the others.
What? You're awfully nonchalant about this.
I'm not awake.
I am.
No.
Gonna head outside of the dome and start making some noise. Hey, What the fuck do you think you're doing?
And he kind of like steps out of the tent. See him holding a black, shining rock, piece of chatelaine that looks to have been kind of manicured.
I think.
And other hand holding a blade out with blood. Shit.
Does he seem to be like in a stupor?
He doesn't. He looks like wide-eyed. Doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you use my channel divinity to zoom past him and see if there's any help on this guy?
roll me a. Heck, roll me 3d20.
Ooh.
Okay, he's dead.
Oh.
I'm not gonna roll the last one.
He is, as you quickly
Oh, dead.
zoom past this other dwarf. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mate,
And
how about we just drop the rock?
he drops it, and as he does, the previous dwarf body that you're looking over, Andres, gets completely covered in frost. And you would start to see it glow this bright white within.
Just like the other
Yeah.
cultists.
Just step this way, please.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Hey, guys! Guys! You would see the other two kind of come awake. Yeah, what's up? Oh, shit. And the leader of the troop kind of points back to the tent where you see this glowing, bright light come from for just this brief flash. As the body disappears underneath the clothing, and all that remains is light underneath it. And you would just hear this echoing wind as everything turns into blizzard-like conditions with a quickness as this figure stands up, no, still dwarven-sized, but billowing clothes with just this bright light underneath it. You would see one of these creatures that Seb's the only one who's seen.
No, Laura, who
I
fought
don't
one
even
in
know
the
what I'm
Black
looking at
Cavern.
there.
Oh, were you guys there for it?
The Black Cabin. So it would have been me, Alara,
Oh, that's right. You
and
have seen one.
Phineas.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's the face.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what I was
As
looking
it's just
at.
this icy white light. And we're gonna roll initiative. Good news. Everyone in the dome is surprised, so you have disadvantage on initiative. So you can roll twice and just take the lower of the two. And you can change it as necessary.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I'll reroll that.
Waste of a nat 20.
Better. Not great,
Left
not
this
terrible.
line, please.
And
Yes,
if you
it
click
worked
if you
this
click
time.
disadvantage, it now works on initiatives on the new sheet. So there's one bonus for the new sheets. Disadvantage works on the initiative rules. But with that, Ervin actually getting a 16. You still haven't had that rest, as I did minus 16. Still haven't had that rest yet. Oddly enough,
Cats woke me up.
Aaron, you are first. But tell you what, a little early, but before we get this battle going, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break here, and pick up there, here in a few. A little early, but battles how they go. Could be short, could be long. You guys might annihilate this in 2 turns or 1 turn, but you never know. So we'll take our break and come back in a few minutes. I'll see y'all in a minute. Alrighty, folks, we are back in it with our Icewind Dale, and last we left off, finding a troop of dwarves mining some Shardlin. Guys spending the night next to them. One of them seemed to be a little murderous with his friend, although didn't really understand why or even know that it was happening. And as the body started to quickly freeze over, and Alara and Andres out kind of trying to figure out what's going on, yeah, the body turned into a cold light. This cold light creature, which is obviously aggressive. And we're back to it. Alara, you're up first as you switched with Aravan. I get tired of that Darkling. Let's do Eternal Terminal. So, Alara, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to bonus action magic weapon and make my short sword a magic weapon.
Alright.
Let me just mark that off. And I believe it's not concentration.
It might not be now.
It's
Oh,
not
wait, sorry.
anymore.
No, that's ensnaring strike. Bloody slow ass sheet.
It is not
Okay.
concentration. It's just a bonus action, lasts an hour. That's dope.
Excellent. Love that for me. And I'm just gonna go straight up to him
Alright.
and attack him.
Attack away. With your magic weapon.
Oh. Come on. Come on.
As it is shedding light about. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change this back to isometric. It doesn't really matter.
Come on. Sorry, my sheet's not loading. I'll reload it.
I've noticed that I've heard some people say that, like, keep it closed and then reopen it whenever you want to roll something. It somehow helps with that stutter.
Well, that's what I'm doing. It's not my internet.
No, it's definitely on their end. If you want, you can just roll a d20. We know what you're adding. Or you can still use the old sheet, because you guys haven't leveled up since then.
2 is not ideal.
Your first attack is going to be a miss.
Okay.
For sure, as that'll be +7, so a 9 is going to miss. And that is with your magic short sword. Taking another swing.
Yeah. The bloody thing would. Okay. Click.
Hey, a 22 will hit. As you vex it. I'm going to mark you as vexing. Put matching things on there. And you have to roll damage from the character sheet right now.
Damage.
For 8 plus 1 points of
Oh.
damage.
Okay.
For 9 points of damage. Wait, what is the D4 from?
Is that
No,
emboldened
I'm sorry, I
bond?
accidentally double clicked. Oh,
It's-
the
It might
D4.
be-
Yeah, that
yeah.
would be from Emboldening Bond.
Because it does.
That's the damage.
It
That's
does.
hilarious.
Yeah, there's no way to make it do all but one. It's either all or nothing. So it'll do
I see.
4 plus 1, 5 points of piercing damage as you stab into this creature. Anything else for Alara?
I have a question. So, with this scimitar with the nick thing,
Yeah.
it says when you make an extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. You can make this extra attack only once per turn. So what I'm getting from that is that I have 3 attack actions if I
Yep.
use a scimitar.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, because you have the scimitar. So you have scimitar, longbow, and short sword. So if you have a scimitar in one hand, short sword in another, you can make a scimitar attack as part of your attack action with the offhand. And now that you have the feat, or not the feat, the fighting style, your damage is not reduced from it. So absolutely give me a scimitar attack. Yeah, new 2-weapon fighting is great.
Yeah, it's useful now.
17 will also hit.
Mhm.
Oh wait, minus the 4, so 13 just hits. You gotta turn off the emboldening bond.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good. For 5 points of damage.
6.
No, the scimitar's
Oh,
not.
scimitar's
magical.
not magical, yeah.
Yep.
It does 5 points of damage. But it doesn't seem like this creature is resistant to anything, so good news there. Anything else for Alara?
End of turn.
Oh, actually, that scimitar attack would be at advantage because the Vex. So go ahead and roll me one more, just to see if you crit,
Roll one just in case,
just for funsies,
Might as well.
or just a d20.
or just a d20. It is not a crit, but it does. It definitely hits for that 5 points of damage that you did, which will take us to all of the dwarves. This guy's weaponless and is like, I don't know what's going on. And
Where'd he leave the cleaver?
he just dropped it on the ground. He was told to drop, and he's like, that sounds good. The other 2 will kind of rush back to their tents, pick up crossbows, and shoot them at the light creature. One of them hitting, barely, as the crossbow bolt goes through it for 2 points of damage. Ending their turn, taking us to Sev, who's just waking up.
Well,
They ran out of ale so long ago, Patch.
I'll step out of the bubble
All right.
take a crossbow shot at the glowy thing.
Crossbow shot at the glowy thing.
Tripping it, no. Poisoning it, no. What's the other thing I can do?
Disarm?
Disarming it, also not important. So
And slow.
Well, slow is just attached to the crossbow, so
But you can
Is-
slow it more. You
is
can't- you
that
can't-
something I can do at this level?
No. There's no... I think I read somewhere that the slow property of the things don't combine.
How about a natural 20?
That will
Nice.
absolutely hit it, just kind of walking out, popping a shot. So
alright,
just roll
so-
normal damage and we'll add 8 to it. So there's no way to...
Normal, okay, plus 3d6, and then plus another 3d6.
Yeah.
So 11, 19, 31.
31 points of
nice.
damage as just this white light kind of shatters out from this creature. As, yeah, it would just kind of pierce into it and just kind of crack and shatter. You hear the sound of cracking ice. Anything else for Sev?
I'm going to take the rest of my movement and run. So, kind of make it better at an angle.
And don't forget you also had to stand up.
I still have my bonus action.
That's
so
true.
like
Yeah, absolutely.
80 minus 20, so 60 feet of movement.
Yep, that'll do it. Yeah. Taking us to the creature with Alara right next to it, you would see two icy hands reach out. As it does, this flash of light echoes from it. Alara, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As this flash of light, like this icy light, pierces into your eyes.
And my constitution is +2.
Yeah. You're good.
Nice.
And it's trying to blind you. It's going to try to slam its icy arms into you. Its first attack getting a 10 to hit.
Nah.
Its second attack getting a 20 to hit.
Yep.
As you take 10 points of bludgeoning and 18 points of cold damage.
Okay.
That will end its turn as it just kind of floats around the area. Taking us to Phineas in the dome.
I kind of want to just stay in the dome.
You absolutely can.
It is warm in here.
Yeah. Yeah. And Erevan
Cozy.
can shoot through the dome, and he's protected then. Yeah.
Items can't pass through it, can they?
Yeah, just spells level 3 or lower can't pass through.
I would argue objects can't either.
He
This
can
spell is OP
definitely-
enough as it is.
Yeah.
He can still take a one step, shoot, and then take one step and be back
Absolutely.
in it.
Absolutely.
So, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So does this thing look pretty fucked up, or is
It looks like a person who was stabbed and then frozen and then turned into a thing of light and then stabbed and then shot.
So it looks pretty fucked up.
it's an undead.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll step out of the dome. The dome dissipates around as I walk through. I take this ugly-looking wand and point it at it, and I will cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Oh, not as fun.
Not as fun.
You thought he was going to do some random bullshit.
Thought
Go.
we were gonna roll a D100.
Is it an attack roll now?
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah,
save?
but it does damage regardless.
Yeah.
14.
A 14 hits.
Right. And you have it on here for. There's both, right? 8 points of lightning damage.
Ooh. We'll take 8 points of lightning damage. What does this look like as this witch bolt happens?
I think I point the wand, and a stream of kind of white energy enters the wand, and as it passes through the different colored little bobs and ends on the wand, different colored beams of electricity fire out and start to just kind of wrap around this thing.
Yeah, as that little crackle of electricity surrounding it. Anything else for Phineas?
That will be it on this turn.
All right, that'll take us to Erevan. left out in the cold now.
Sorry, buddy.
Been able to gather that his enemies are attacking this creature.
I think it's very obvious.
All right.
As you're kind of just like kind of resting and you get up well, you have to spend some movement to get up. But yeah, they're all firing at this cold creature.
I'm going to say this is one fight you won't win, and he will slowly aim at this creature, take steady aim, and fire his arrow at it.
All right. You have to
Oh.
stand up, so that will take movement.
Oh, it does. Okay, then I won't steady aim. I will use Cunning Strike and try the trip if I can figure out how to do it.
Just have the Cunning Strike one
Okay, I did.
checked off.
So the effect I'm looking for is trip.
Right. So just roll your attack like normal. 13 just hits.
His exhaustion.
Oh, so 13
Yeah, take it off.
misses. So 9 is going to be a miss. That's kind of weary. Your aim's a little off right now.
Okay. So what other movement do I have left then? If I
You would have
Shut up.
half of your movement, and you
And
still have a bonus action.
all right, is there cover over here?
You'd have to come like down here because that's jutting up.
Can I go over there?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll go over there and take the hide action.
I don't think you have enough movement. You can dash behind it though for sure.
Could he? Oh, okay. Then he'll just dash behind it.
Absolutely. That will take
End
us
of turn.
to Andres.
This feels like a great time to try a new thing. Oh, my character sheet crashed. Interesting. It's giving me the sad emoji. Alright, let's
Oh,
see if
no.
I can reload.
I haven't seen that
Let's
one
see
yet.
if this works. It does seem to be reloading just fine though. I would like to use Channel Divinity Spear Undead.
Oh.
Can I put that in the chat? I can. I mean, it's basically just turn undead, but now it deals damage
Yeah.
if they fail.
A wisdom save.
Move up. Yup.
As what does it look like as you do it?
I guess I could use the holy symbol that Erwan brought me as a gift from my parents for that now. So that one lights up in a soft blue light
All right.
as I take it out from underneath my clothes, hold it up.
It got a 21 on its save, unfortunately.
Jeez, this thing is wise?
It
Undead
rolled,
or
it rolled an
wise?
18.
Oh, still +3 is really
Yeah,
good for
yeah,
it.
that is true.
Damn. Okay.
Anything else for Andres?
Oh, no.
All right.
That's all I got.
It will take us to. Trying to readjust the look of the map here. That'll take us to surprise guest number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As
Should have stayed in the dome.
ice crackles and shatters around and popping up next to several of you. As Alara is also getting the 1 buff from Patch as these new foes are entering. Little imp-like creatures made of ice arise from the ground.
Hey.
All over. As, yeah, Patch, thank you for the 1 buff. Alara, +1 to everything.
Thank you.
But as they arise, first thing they're gonna do, first thing this guy does is try to blast cold through the cold light walker there at Alara and Andres. Actually, they're both gonna just try and breathe cold. So I need Alara and Andres to give me a dex save.
Let's see. That's dangerous.
Come on, character sheet load. Dexterity saving throw.
Alright. I need 2 of them. Andres, you
Oh,
will
2.
take 2 and 1 points of cold damage because you're resistant. And Alara, you will take 2 and 2 points of cold damage as you made your save. Over here, this guy is just going to claw out at Sev, getting a 5 to hit.
That will miss.
This guy's going to try to also blast some frost breath towards these 2 guys. Some saves from them. They each make their saves. They're durable guys. They roll away from this cold blast. Over here, I will need Phineas and this guy to give me 2 dex saves as they blast of cold air there.
Do they hit each other as well?
They do,
Or
but they're
they-
immune.
Probably immune. Yeah. Classic.
That guy clawed.
20 in the first one.
Alright.
And then 4.
So Phineas, you will take 7 total points of cold damage. And this guy takes...
And is that 2 Constitution saves?
It is, yes. This guy will also take 7. Oh, sorry. I banged into my mic. You're good. And you're good. Which will take us to Alara, as a bunch of frozen ice imp creatures, ice mephits, arise. You've seen these before. You'll see them again.
How does our undead fellow look?
Looks undead.
Fair.
Pretty tattered, like cold clothing that he's wearing. It's probably not in the best shape, if you had to guess.
I'm gonna deal with him first.
Alright.
Once my character sheet loads. Okay. Loaded? You stop chucking your little hissy fit. But first, actually not. No. First, what's it called again? The second wind, that's what it's called.
Alright. Bonus action second win. Rolling a d10 plus 1.
And I don't think I actually have a little second
Nah.
wind little thing.
I think you just have to
Oh,
roll
I
it.
do!
Okay. Nice. You get a rolled max 11 hit points back. You're golden.
3, 4, 5,
And you got
7,
plus 1 because of the 1 buff.
11.
So 12.
Nice.
Because it, again,
Okay,
for
so I'm not
all
on
rolls.
death's door anymore. That's good.
Yep.
Okay, so short sword.
17 against this guy absolutely hits.
Okay. And
As you vex him for 4 plus 1 plus 1, because plus 1 weapon, plus 1 for the 1 buff for 6 points of damage, swirling around with your short sword.
okay, another short sword attack.
This one will be at advantage because of the vex. You got it?
Yep.
For 22 definitely hits.
22, 14 plus 8.
Okay.
For 8, 9, 10 more points of damage as I tried to click the wrong button on myself. Yeah. As, just tattering these cloth bits around, the ice cracking underneath, and it's just this light is kind of flickering at this point. Also lightning surging around it.
Okay. And another attack scimitar.
It will also be at advantage.
Yeah.
Nat frickin'
Hey.
20. Yeah, so roll the damage and
+6.
then we'll add 6 to it for 14. As this thing seems like it's barely hanging on. Like just ice falling to the ground, just kind of just chunks of it falling from its body. Anything else for Alara?
No, I can't. Honestly, I can't really flank him without getting like an attack of opportunity from Little Method.
Yeah.
No, sorry, okay. All
All right.
done.
That will take
Done
us
ski.
to these guys as they all pull out machetes. The guy here is armless, so he's going to just try to push him. As the Mephit has to make a save. Mephit's fine. The other guy is going to kind of back up and shoot his crossbow at this guy. This guy is going to reach out and pull out a scimitar or a machete, slashing out. They both hit their targets, dealing a little bit of damage. And that will take us to Sev. As they kind of all in unison almost shout like, "What the shit is this shit?"
I really only get one shot, so I'll take it on the big guy.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
And we'll take a shot at the walker.
Alright.
Sev.
14 hits.
Where'd it go? There it is.
With that sneak attack.
19.
19. As you shoot your crossbow, arcing into it, it just kind of cracks and shatters. The clothes fall limp. The light fades away. As you hear a whistle on the wind. Anything else for Sev?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is this the one that doesn't have a weapon?
Yep.
Okay.
He was trying to
No,
push that
he-
guy away.
I run through to there.
Alright. Anything else for Sev?
I will have daggers drawn, but no, I am done.
Alright. Taking us to Phineas.
I will spin around and I'll use the Wand of Wonder on this guy right next to me.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Hey, another 47.
Oh no. No.
Okay. As
Butterfly.
loves the butterflies. A 30-foot radius of butterflies, something like that.
Yep.
I don't even think that's 30 feet. No.
Nope.
Jeez Louise. As butterflies fill the area.
What is this, a wand of butterflies?
It seems like it.
And I'll bonus action zap that guy that's dead.
Alright.
What? That's it.
You can't see him anyways.
Oh, yeah.
But he's dead. You would feel, you guys outside, Andres and Alara would see a jolt of electricity zap across the clothing that remains. Taking us to Erevan. Erevan, there's butterflies fucking everywhere. That's all you can see in front of you.
Do I need to take the hide action from cover, or am I, when I try to get out of here, if I do it stealthily, does that mean that I'm already hidden?
Well, everything inside the area with the butterflies is heavily obscured.
It's
So
a
if I want
wall
to
of
attack
butterflies.
this guy,
You don't even know that guy's there.
oh, I didn't see him when I. Oh, these guys appeared after I hid, right?
Right. So it would
Okay.
be kind of like, let me try and draw a big enough ellipse.
Okay.
It would be kind of like that.
So mechanically, if he wants to make sure he's hidden before he leaves this area, what do I have to do?
Take the hide action.
Okay.
But I will
And
say
that's bonus action.
anything inside. It is a bonus action for you, but anything inside is heavily obscured.
tracking
As
you.
are you from it, so it would be a disadvantage and advantage. So it'll cancel itself out if you go towards anyone in here. But if you try to go around it towards the guy over there that you were talking about, yes, you would need to take the hide action.
I'll take the hide action.
All
Do I
right.
have to roll anything?
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
As there's butterflies everywhere, you feel confident that you're being sneaky.
I'm gonna roll a d100 to determine which way I leave. 51 and above is to the right. Okay, I'm gonna go out to the right.
Okay.
So we'll go this way.
You avoiding those butterflies?
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Okay. It's
I
just,
see a
it's just
wall of
butterflies,
butterflies.
man. What do you, it's
So-
like 600 butterflies or more, something like that.
Is this area that I went to, is this high ground?
Yeah, that would be up above, yeah. The butterflies
Okay.
are in like a dome over it, though.
And I still can't see anything.
No.
Did I reach the maximum amount of movement? Did I go over here?
That would probably be pushing it.
Okay, then he'll just stop there, and he'll try to. Can he ready an action?
Absolutely.
Because I don't think he'll ready an action. He'll shoot at
you can
any
also
enemy that he could see.
Dash
that
with
is
an
not-
action if you'd like to.
How? Oh, okay.
Like you could
He'll
essentially
just ready-
move again if you wanted.
Yeah. I will ready an action. Any enemy that I see, I'll shoot.
All right. See more of these
All right.
frosty boys, you'll shoot.
End of turn.
That will take us to Andres. Andres, there's butterflies everywhere.
Not again.
What are you doing?
Stupid. This is
It
a
worked
stupid
good last
wand.
time. It worked
True,
great last
kinda.
time, I thought.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll look to Lara and go, don't worry, I have this figured out now. And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
But she's totally safe this time.
Okay, I've got a question.
Answer.
Because suddenly, haha, very funny. Because are we in darkness
That's
now
not
because
what I
of the
clicked.
butterflies?
You would be, because the torchlight is pretty much essentially gone right now.
There, that's the one.
Okay, good to know.
As light radiates out. Roll some damage for that, Andres.
Radius. Here it goes. DC 14 wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Wow.
One made it, one failed.
6 damage.
One guy will take 6, the other will take 3.
Well, those are some rolls, I suppose.
Anything else for Andres?
Yeah, I'll use my movement. 5, 10.
Alright, going into the darkness.
Yep.
I'm going to take away vision, though.
That's okay.
I'm going to do the
You
same
should
for,
have, like,
same for everyone in there.
Here.
It's dark.
Cool.
Yep.
I am a token on a black screen.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's dark.
Butterflies.
Should I
Uh,
roll damage again, or are you just gonna take the 6? I do suppose that's how it works.
yeah, I would say for this instance of it, we're going to keep the 6, but it's still everything's going to have to
Damn.
make 4 more saves. Getting a 6, a 20, a 6, and a 9. 6, 20, 6, 3,
Success.
and... Yep. Bad. Anything else for Andres?
Nope. That's all.
That's going to take us to these icy boys. They also don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm going to say everybody in there, give me a dex save. As they're just spraying.
Ugh.
I guess it would be a disadvantage because obscured, or no?
They've
Blinded,
canceled
maybe?
out because they don't know either.
Well, that's also why I'm only having everyone roll 1. But yeah, each of you 3 would take 2 points of cold damage. Andres, you would take 1.
Pink.
And we've got to roll for these guys. One of them is doing you would hear "Ah!" as one of them's fucked up. The other 2 guys made their saves. Out here though, Alara,
Mm.
3 of them charge toward, actually 2 of them we'll say. I'll say the other one will come out here, Erevan, if you want to make that shot. Take it.
Using any cover and keeping to the shadows, letting the dark fold
Yeah,
around
and
me
it's
like
just
a
kind of like
mongoose.
you would see it swarm like trying to get through the butterflies. Roll me an attack at advantage. Yes.
Hey.
You don't need the advantage. Roll me some damage with that, please.
I clicked it on the roll 20, but I have to do
The
it on
chat, you have
sheet.
to do it off the character sheet now, because what happened was the spells weren't able to roll damage through it, so they had to take it away so they can rework it essentially. And roll sneak attack.
Not working. Oh, I have to.
You can also just
I'm
roll
trying.
straight from the sheet, or just roll 3d6.
I'll do 3d6 because it's not working.
13 plus.
Oh, roll then 3d more 6 actually.
Oh yeah, 13
Because crit.
plus 11 plus.
Forgot about the crit, folks.
So I rolled 3d6 twice.
Yes,
Yep.
as it explodes into ice, shatters all around the area. As you central shot into it, just explodes and is gone. Over here, though, Alara.
Hmm.
2 of them clawing at you. Getting a 10 and a 14 to hit.
No, they hit me.
As they're just trying to claw out and like, you don't understand what they're saying, but they are definitely saying something towards you. Which will take us to your turn, Alara.
Steven, would
I'm
we
just
leave
gonna
off with
reply.
Oh yes.
Spirit Guardians doing damage multiple
I'm
times now?
gonna roll for it. Yeah, we're good with that. I'm gonna roll for it to see if they, because they're just wandering around, breathing everywhere. So I'm just gonna roll 50-50 to see if they're in there or not. D4 on a 1 to 2 they're in it. On a 3 to 4 they're out of it. 2 of them are in it. One of them gets
Nice.
out. Because again, they're spraying cold shit everywhere. And they'll make some saves. And they both suck.
Nice.
They'll take
Wow.
9.
Much better.
It is. It really is. You would hear subtle signs of. I don't know how it sounds when they talk. Probably like that. Alara, what are you doing? And thanks for the reminder, Andres. I will forget about that forever.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say in reply, fuck you too. And I'll start off with the one on the north.
All right. That is an interesting point, Patch, but I'm gonna say no. They're not real butterflies. That will hit it. 23 for sure. For 4, 5, 6 points of damage. from the 1 buff and from your +1 weapon. What does your sword look like? I forgot to ask you about that. Like, what does it change anything about the way the sword looks? Is it glowing, or you tell me?
Well, if it was glowing, then I wouldn't be invisible.
I mean, like in a flavor way, not like in an actual light kind of way.
It's like I reckon it looks like Sting
Okay, I got you.
Cool.
It's subtle.
when orcs are
The
around.
musician?
Yeah. Yeah, the musician. Yeah. From the police? Yeah. That will definitely hit. Make your second attack, because now you are in darkness as well, so everything's at advantage. That also hits. Getting a 28, 29. For 9, 10 points of damage, I need a dexterity save as this thing explodes into shards of ice.
I can make a dexterity save
Yes, please.
at normal.
Just normal.
Save.
Like a normie. Yeah, you are good. I think it's save or suck. No, you would take 2 points of slashing damage. So you take half. So you take 2. Anything else for Lara? So we got that bonus.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna attack the other fella
All right.
at the south with my scimitar.
Fair enough.
Um,
Centaur. You still have advantage though. So, but a 24 will
oh yeah,
hit,
I
24,
do.
25, 26 will hit. I'll make you a +1 weapon bar.
Roll again just in case.
Just in case he's...
Um,
You do hit it. You would hit it with the 11
okay.
too. But let's see some damage. For 6 points of slashing damage. Anything else for Lara?
Bonus attack.
Hearing just the... Well, so you can't bonus action attack unless you have the feat now.
Unless I have.
The 2-weapon fighting
Dual
feat.
wielder.
Or yeah, dual wielder, yeah. So what
Wait, don't I have?
You have the
Sorry,
2-weapon
explain
fighting...
it to me.
You have the 2-weapon fighting style. So
Mhm.
what the
I
Nick
think
weapon
she has
does...
both.
If you have the dual wielder fighting the feat.
Mhm. So basically, the scimitar leaves my bonus action open.
Yes. But what it does do, essentially, it takes that bonus action attack. Nick allows it to be made as part of your action instead of using up your bonus action. So your bonus action's free.
Great. Then I'm going to use second wind.
Second wind. A fourth
Well,
wind, if you
according to
will.
my little thing.
Yeah, you get 2. And one of them comes back on a short rest. Fighters got dope. Good news is you get 3. So you get +1 to that 2. Holding your ground there at the edge of the butterflies.
All done.
Alright, that's gonna take us to these dwarves, who are just like... shit. They're... Oof. Oof. They're gonna do their darndest. One of them's gonna run out, because he doesn't have weapons. One of them is going to... I'm gonna roll to see if he even gets close to one of them. On a 1, 2, 3, he will. Nope. Shit, where'd they go? Taking us to Sev.
I will move 1, 2, 3, 4. That's directly south. So I'll start heading south.
Alright. You would make it out of the dome. But it's dark outside of the dome.
And I'll turn on my light.
Alright. Action to turn on your light. You got it. It's bright. Why does it still have the... Oh. You gotta go there. Why is there a thing there? Oh, it's because I didn't give you vision. Ha. There you go. I'm sorry. There's a wall of butterflies next to you. You used up 20 feet of movement.
I can kind of see somebody over there, so
You would see the dwarven body, and then you would see the Mephit that is harassing Alara.
And Laura appears.
And Alara appears, yeah. You hear the classic vampire hiss. She appears from the shadows.
Then I will just dash and stand get up on it.
Alright. Dash and stabs the other guy. Still blood in his hands from killing the other dude.
Get to there.
Alright. Good old flanking.
That is all I can do.
Alright. Did you have to action dash? Oh,
You said I used
action
my
to...
action to
yes,
turn the light on.
that is correct. Yep. That'll take us to Phineas inside. Butterflies everywhere.
Man, this wand kind of stinks. Better get all this gunk out of it. I'll shake the wand, and a pool of acid comes and splashes out at the where I last saw the method.
Roll me a
It's
D.
acid splash is just a point within range.
Right, yeah, I'm just saying roll a d6 to see if they're there. 1, 2, 3, they're there. 3, 4, 5, 6, they're not. Alright, you get one.
And then it's a dex save. 15.
You got a 9.
Takes 2 points of acid damage.
2 is enough for that one. As you would hear, "No!" And a classic cracking and shattering of ice. As, no, you actually don't need one. Someone else does. Unless you'd rather make it for them.
No, if I don't need to make it, I'm good.
Ooh. They're good. Barely. You would hear, "Whoa! Shit, that hurt!" Anything else for Phineas?
Sorry. I will head to the northeast.
Alright. This will get you 25 feet out. It's dark.
I'll pull out my crystal, and that'll be it.
Alright. Is it an action to turn on the light of the crystal? Or is it always on?
This is always on.
As long as you're attuned to it, gotcha. As it gets light over there, taking us to Aravan.
I think you gotta give me vision.
That's true.
Do I need to hide again after using my reaction or held action on that other guy?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
I want to be hidden.
Then yes, you have
if I
to hide.
attack somebody.
Yes.
Okay. So he'll take that bonus action. He'll try to hide.
Alright. Kind of stumbling on the snow here.
Then with his regular action, he'll go towards his ally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it.
Alright.
So I took action and bonus action.
Well, that's just movement and bonus action if you want. You still have an action if you want, because you could use your bonus action to hide. And then movement.
Oh, then he'll hold his action to, if he sees an enemy, he'll shoot at it.
I will say, you hid and then walked into the light, though. So it kind of negates the effect.
Okay. So he's not hidden.
But you got your bow ready to shoot at if anything comes out.
Right.
Andres.
He'll say, "This one is stupid," and he'll try to do his best to retrace the steps
Okay.
that you just walked to get into the center of the darkness. So it's
Okay.
5, 10. You're gonna have to double check my movement. 15, 20, 25.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. As you walk out right next to this guy, he's gonna make a save. Wisdom. You got a big 10.
Nice. Oh, there's the stutter, and there's the damage.
For
Alright.
11 points of damage. As it explodes, I will need Sev, Andres, and Alara to give me a dex save. Ooh, a 0. That's fun.
Hey,
Andres-
inspiration up, right?
Nope. We're done. We're
Oh, we're
done.
not doing that anymore?
We're done
Damn.
with that anymore.
What a shame.
You would lose it after the long rest anyways.
Yeah, but we're
Andres,
still fighting.
you will take 4 points of piercing. Sev takes 2. Alara takes 2. You're good. Anything else for Andres? That was just movement.
Can I get my vision back? I made it out, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's the one downside about taking it away. You got to give it back.
Yeah. I don't want to go in there. I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Taking the dodge action. Let's see which way these guys are gonna go. Sure enough, one of them pops out over here. Aravan, if you want to... Actually, 3 would be down here. If you want to make an attack against that guy. This Mephit. A 7 turned into a 3 is going to be a miss. The Mephit will fly over, and it is going to just try to claw at you, Aravan. Getting a 17 to hit.
Can he do uncanny nudge?
No, because you used your reaction for your held action.
Okay.
But it's only 5 points of slashing and 1 point of cold damage.
What's the shield spell? Could you do that? Or is that
Your reaction is gone because holding an action essentially uses your reaction.
Gotcha. Okay, so what was the damage again?
6 total.
6.
5
6
slashing,
total.
1 cold. The method here is
Got it.
going to come over and just spray out a cone of cold. I will need Sev, Andres, and Alara to once again give me that dex. Or no, this one's actually a con. Double check. It is a dex.
Okay.
As you would each take 2 points of cold damage. Ending its turn. Taking us to Alara. Golden.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack him.
Alright.
I'll take advantage of.
Oh, it actually ended its turn there, so
Oh.
it is going to...
Oh, it would actually take double from walking in and then ending its turn there.
Oh,
True. He's gonna explode, actually, Alara. So Alara need another dex save.
God damn it.
Not from Andres, though, just Alara.
Okay.
Alara, you take 2 points of slashing damage, piercing, as ice shards. You go to swing, and it just explodes right in front of you. It's your turn, though.
well, I can't see. I can't. No one's there. I can't see anything.
Yep. It's gone.
This
It-
staff is stupid.
The butterflies are just filling up everything.
Butterfly staff.
It has so many uses.
I'm not liking the stick that you guys got. You really took on a bloody dragon for that.
Yeah, it was not worth it at all.
It's been kind of useful, this fight. just annoying at the same time.
Well, I guess I'm staying here then.
All right.
And I guess I'll hold an action in case anything comes out.
All right, just readying towards the butterflies. That'll take us to the guy inside who's like, you hear it from inside. Shit, where'd they go? And he runs over to the axe beak. Huh. Well, at least they didn't get you. He turns down to you guys. Hey! Where's Kevlar? That'll take us to Sev.
Hang
We
on,
didn't
that's-
exchange names.
No. Except for the one guy who's dead. He got murdered. Yeah, there's not much you can do from this side. You ready in
No,
action?
no.
Or?
No, because I need my reaction for other things.
Running around?
I will just kind of find a central spot and hang out. I can only
Alright.
see so much.
That'll take us to Phineas. Erevan on deck.
Phineas will lob another bead of acid over at that method.
Alright. It's a deck save, right?
Dex save.
Got a big 12.
Right, that is not a 15. For 7 points of
It
acid.
will take
damage.
7 points of acid damage. As it kind of singes, like, kind of melting ice onto the ground, dripping.
We'll move a little bit away. and
Alright.
That'll be it.
Taking us to Erevan.
The bonus action could be whatever. Is it withdraw where you don't get opportunity
Yeah,
attacks?
disengage. You can disengage, dash,
so he could-
or hide
he
as a
wants to-
bonus.
He wants to disengage, and then he can
Okay.
attack later with his action.
Absolutely.
So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 away, and then he'll shoot at this
Shoot it.
method.
Wow.
Absolutely. If you want to roll damage, you can, but it's going to explode into ice. Ice shards go everywhere as you do.
That's why I backed up.
Yeah. As it just
I
explodes.
didn't want to be next to it when that happened.
Yeah, you're good. It only had 3 hit points left. No matter what, even your minimum does more than that. But with the tension
Okay.
down, butterflies flying around everywhere. What are the odds that you roll 2 butterflies? We'll hop out of combat.
1 in 1,000. 1 in 10,000. Oh no, I guess there's 2 numbers. So whatever 4 in 10,000 reduces to.
Something like that.
The one dwarf is Kevlar, you alright? Kev?
Can't see anything in there.
Shit, where do these butterflies keep coming from? The other guy
Phineas,
is
can you
just,
turn them off?
just kind of looking at his hands. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
No, I can't turn them off. They're here for a bit.
There's the wand on the butterflies that'll dispel them. Try something else from the wand.
No,
Cast
no, don't do
fireball.
that.
Lightning bolt.
Spend it on yourself.
Yep.
Petrify yourself.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't target a creature, you get targeted.
Targeting the butterfly.
Eh,
Or that doesn't count.
they're not real creatures.
They're magically
Oh, okay.
generated.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
One guy with the kind of takes the axe beak out of the butterflies. Shit, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I
Good
guess
question.
I didn't mean to. It was still blood in his hands, kind of freezing there.
Lara, you were on watch. What'd you see?
Well, one of them pulled out a knife and went into the tent and killed him. And then he came back out, and he didn't realize that he had done it. He had Chardolin. Was it Chardolin? Yes, it was.
Yep.
Manicured Chardolin
Yeah,
in his hand.
he had a figure of some sort. Looked like a snowflake. I didn't mean to. I was just keeping watch. Thought I heard something. I thought I fell asleep.
Is this the same guy that I detected thoughts earlier?
No, he murdered that guy.
That's the guy who died. Okay.
Yep. And Kevlar was the guy you were speaking to, the first guy, and he's dead. As the butterflies would slowly dissipate.
Oh.
Shit, Kevlar! He runs over. Damn it.
Andres, is there anything you can do?
It took 10 minutes for the butterflies to disappear, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's too late.
We're alive still, correct though?
There
Two
are
of them.
2 alive. 2 dead, 2 alive. Shit. I don't know what I gotta tell his wife then.
I'll walk up to the guy with the blood on his hands.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I take a look at what you were thinking? Take a look at your head?
Yeah,
Just,
absolutely.
I'll put my talons on either side of his head.
Oh shit, that's weird.
I'll cast detect thoughts. And don't just let me in, okay? It might feel a little uncomfortable. I'll probe deeper and see if I can gather what he was, the voice that he was hearing, or what his state was when this was
He will
happening.
happily allow you, but there is nothing other than worry about home. There's little tidbits about what they could use this for, how it can be worked. It's a lot of that, and also like a lot of drudgery of surviving out in the wilds like this. Not what he thought it was going to be. Kind of half wishes he should have stayed in the 10 towns or would have. Has no murderous thought at all. Maybe jealous, but not murderous. Not jealous of the dude that's dead, but... Well, jealous about the leader, Kevlar, who's dead.
Alright, now just try and think about your watch. What happened during your watch? What did you hear? What did you see?
Thought I heard the wind. And as he kind of thinks that, give me a perception check. Delving into his memories.
12.
With the 12, you can hear a distinct kind of whistle on the wind. But other than that, it... And then just darkness. He just thinks it was dark. He thought he was sleeping.
Pull my hands back. Thank you. Might be best if you took what you already gathered and head back.
Yeah, especially since we don't have anyone to stand around and keep watch over this. Yeah. Gotta send Kevlar back to the family and his wife. It's damned winter. And I would say those of you around the area where he dropped the Chardolin and the bloody blade would notice that it is a piece of Chardolin that's maybe about like 3 or 4 inches across, shaped into a snowflake.
Huh.
Like a holy symbol of Oral.
Okay, not a devil cultist, but
Not even a cultist.
Frostmaiden worshipper.
He didn't even. He was also complaining about the wind and the cold.
Just a trinket.
Just a trinket.
So didn't even know he was cursed.
Hmm.
And this guy will cover up Kevlar with a blanket. You alright? Kind of motioning towards the other guy. I don't think so. I don't know. I think I'll be okay. Just take me weapons. I can't kill no one. Gotta get back to town.
Can I do something while they're talking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I cast my mage hand from where I'm at by the fire, and then look through this guy's pockets to see if there's anything in there with the mage hand?
Give me a sleight of hand. He just covered him with a blanket. Yeah, you pull out a pouch.
All right, he'll leave that off to the side behind this barrel
Okay.
right there, and then he'll walk over there and then discreetly pick it up when no one's looking. Put it in his pocket or his wherever on his
Okay.
person. He'll worry about it later.
I'll go off to the side and start putting the dome back up.
And he'll just the one guy who's dead will kind of look at the remains of the guy who turned into the cold light walker. I really didn't mean to. Honest, I'm glad you all were here to stop whatever was happening. Shame. The other guy just kind of plops next to the axe beak. Not the only ones we've lost on this trip. Thought Kev would make it through all of it. He just kind of looks around, staring into the fire, while the other one will kind of do the same. Kind of rocking a little bit. Eventually the dome gets put back up.
Phineas, you still have your hat on.
What was that?
You still have
Have what?
your hat.
Breaking up a bit.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your hat. Your captain's hat.
Oh, yeah, and the school eye patch.
I like that. I'll compliment you on your hat as I go back in.
I'll tip the hat to you.
And if everyone's okay, I would be happy to go to bed.
Same.
Do I need to take hit dice to try to get my health back?
No?
Not if we're long
No,
rest.
not a long rest.
Okay.
And
Then
you
I'm
guys,
just gonna try for
weren't
long
asleep.
rest.
You guys weren't asleep long enough to get a short rest in last time, but restarting your long rest essentially. Yeah, you guys get a long rest in. Easy enough. Erevan regains one of your exhaustion levels. Now
Okay.
just at 1.
Okay, perfect.
Morning comes, the 2 dwarves are just kind of idly kind of mumbling to each other, and would be preparing the body to leave on the Axebeak. They're actually starting to take down all of the tents and get them ready on their cart.
I'll keep my promise, though. I'll instruct them to lay out what plates, maybe, I don't know, some cloth that they have, and cast some create food and water.
Okay.
Make 45 pounds of food.
Shit.
And 30 gallons of fresh water, but that's not really necessary here, I
It
assume.
immediately freezes. No. Yeah, they will kind of lay out one of the tents to kind of wrap up. What kind of food is it? Not that it tastes like the food, but it looks like it. They can use their imagination.
It's bland, but it doesn't taste like nothing. I don't know why, but I can only think of a big roast chicken right now.
Like the
So
unseasoned,
let's go with that. Why not?
unseasoned rotisserie chicken.
Which are still pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with that. And potatoes and like leeks or something.
Yeah, they go to town on it.
And use some salt if you have it. Otherwise, it's just gonna taste like that.
I would have preferred waffles.
Yeah, we got salt.
What are those? What's waffles?
It's like a pastry dish.
Yeah.
Popular in Waterdeep.
I see. That doesn't seem very efficient in survival situations like this, though.
Well, you
But
just kind of.
I don't know, if you show me what it is, I might be able to make it next time.
Well, you kind of. I wouldn't really. Well, this
But it
doesn't even
won't
really
taste like much.
Yeah, this chicken doesn't even taste like chicken.
It does. It's just kind of bland.
Yep.
Chicken light.
Like unsalted.
Dwarves are quite appreciative of however much they're allowed to take with them, even if they only take like half of it. But the rest of you guys do have food to eat.
I mean, let them take everything that's left over.
As Sev only eats 1 good berry.
I get some leftovers or 1 ration worth of leftovers.
So the food will spoil within 24 hours
Yep.
if uneaten.
Oh, okay.
You cannot make rations from it.
Do you tell the dwarves that?
Got it.
Yes.
All right, well, we've got dinner then.
Nice.
Yep.
Phineas, thank you for reminding me. You're good. The dome seems to help.
Oh.
But they're gonna be spending the morning hours packing up. We've got a big day ahead of us. Thanks again for all your help. Yeah. You win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah.
Motion to letters. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
The mic.
Yep.
I'll motion to letters and thieves can't and say, with the sign language, this shardlin, do we want a sample of it, or do we already know that this is bad and we don't want any part of it?
I was going to suggest we rebury it, but
Oh,
They've got crates of it.
yeah, well, we can dump it out and cover it in snow.
I don't think they want us to do that. I would say back in thieves can't. It seems like they want to keep it.
They're packing it
If
up.
they're-
Yeah.
Well, if they're going to take it, they can take it, but they just
Get
saw
it far
firsthand
from
what
us.
it does. So
They don't necessarily know it was that, though.
Do you want to warn them? I say back in thieves can't.
I think we already did last night before this all happened.
Okay.
But doesn't matter if it's dangerous, it's valuable.
Is the axe beak carrying all this stuff for them?
They have a cart, which is pretty. I mean, it's probably a little bit bigger than that, but it is. They're gonna do their best. Also, they're dwarves. They're hardy. They'll backpack it up, as they're doing their best to pile on everything they can. As I said, they're also gonna be spending like a couple of hours to prepare.
1 day away from the dragon's lair.
A little bit, yeah.
Should we try for another long rest here, or do you guys want
We
to?
just
How many
woke
more
up.
days are we to goblins?
I don't know, 6.
6 days?
It's like 2 more days, something like that. As long as we're
If it's
making good
good
time.
good time, yeah.
Yeah, I assume double for weather.
Oh, that's why we have Alara.
I can, with my, whatever this thing is, druid craft, I could predict the weather.
You
If it
can.
was
I
natural.
can do that too.
If it was
It's going to
natural.
be snowy.
For the next 24 hours. Okay. Well, I have 1 level of exhaustion. If we could rest again, that'd be great. If there's anything that anybody wants to do around here. We seem to have dealt with all the threats over here.
dangerous.
Okay. Anybody else have any opinions?
I mean, we're not in a hurry to the goblins. They've been waiting for quite a while.
Mm,
It's up to y'all.
1 more day to try to get rid of exhaustion, or the other option I think is
As
press on.
essentially, you would be spending the entire day sitting out here in the cold.
Like, every day is a day.
Well, I guess in Phineas's Dome you could do. Just keep casting it.
Cast it 3 times.
Whatever you guys want to do, I'll do.
Um,
If someone else had exhaustion, I'd want them to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
How much further is it to the
Yeah.
to the goblin thing?
It's 2 days distance is what you would gather, but weather could make it 4 days.
Oh.
Up to you. I mean, weather could also make staying here also hard.
Weather's weather. It's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where we are. And this is just the middle of the field. Like,
Yep.
Before they leave, did they ever mention where they were mining this? Or is it like a top secret?
They're mining it right here.
Oh,
Off-
so we can
off
see
of-
like
yeah.
open holes in the ground?
Well, no, they're just taking it off of the. That's what these spikes coming out of the ground are. Is the Chardolin. They're just taking it right off the top. It's just
Oh.
all raw crystal.
Oh, I thought it was like something that you would mine within the earth. Like, so
No,
there'd be like
they're-
a mine shaft and stuff.
It's all from. You would see little chip marks. It seems hardy. But no, they're just up there. Large spikes in the ground. As actually, I do have a good. I think there's a good picture somewhere. Yeah.
Whoa.
So they are. There's more than just these.
Yeah, maybe we travel maybe just like a couple miles away from here.
Sounds
and then
good.
Maybe set up some camp.
That's a good idea. Anybody disagree with that?
no.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Let's do that then.
We'll say
Gotcha.
traveling and staying put are going to have the same effect on if you encounter something, how hard it's going to be. But there's less benefit for not moving. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, so you're saying we might as well be moving.
Right.
And
Okay,
we're wasting
well,
half
fair.
a day to get nothing.
Essentially, would you
Might
would
as
you
well be moving.
Yeah, like if you stay put, the weather can be shitty. If you move, the weather can be shitty, and that's mostly what the what will wear on
We're still
exhaustion.
gonna make a dice roll to see if we have exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna change. Half a day's travel isn't gonna affect any of that
Unless the weather's good.
mechanically.
Right.
Okay, well. I guess we're moving then.
But as you travel on, I'll say for this next day, we'll go with Erevan. Roll me a d20. All right, with the 12. The sky is actually clear this day, as you see clouds in the distance, mostly over the spine of the world. You can kind of even see it not too far off. No one needs to roll for exhaustion today. Erevan, you get yours back. You spend the night in the dome. A couple more days pass, and you are at the foot of the spine of the world. As you can kind of see a pathway barely heading up into the mountains, crossing over icy rivers, even seeing little bits of forest nearby. You have a somewhat mountain climb ahead of you. And I would say those of you with keen enough perception would be able to see the flicker of fires up above in the mountains.
Okay. Looks like getting close then.
Definitely the place.
Could I send Oberon on a mission to have a look for the safest path upward, or maybe finds another path?
I mean, you see a path, like, not super plain, but it's easily found. It's wide, almost like a natural path going up the mountain.
But we have to use climbing gear.
Not necessarily. It's not too high up. It's still
Oh,
at
I
the foot.
misunderstood then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a climb in terms of elevation, not necessarily climbing gear kind of thing.
Okay. Super.
But if you want to try to find shortcuts,
I
This
can't
first
tell how
shortcut.
far-
I start flying.
as Phineas just starts flying up.
I'll only go up like 10 feet, then I'll come back down.
Okay. And you can plainly see in the distance. I would say Erevan. That's like half of you guys have fucking great perception, except for Phineas. Yeah. Yeah. All of you guys have. Oh, even Tia's got pretty decent passive perception. Yeah. You can plainly see the flickering of fire lights, maybe a mile or two away. Just kind of up and over.
Is that that ringing in your head coming from over there?
It's less of a ringing, Alara. It's more of like, oh yeah, it's in this direction. Like almost like you know, like it's a weird sensation. But yes,
Yep.
It's ringing in her head now too.
it's not ringing. That's why I was clarifying.
I have the ringing in my head. It's
It's like a
I'm in-
ping.
Ooh, it's probably
been
really
doing
I'm
bad.
trying to keep up here.
How bad is
All
the
right.
ringing in Phineas's head? We have gotten
Somebody's got to. Okay.
close.
it's kind of hard to
Give up.
concentrate a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm doing okay right now. The dome is helping.
It is.
Is it the end of the day or is it the beginning of the day?
Roll me a d24. It's add a d4? Or, oh, there you go. So it would be after dark. So it would be 5 o'clock at night.
Okay, so it's when we should be wrapping up for the day. Then it seems like.
Give or
If we've
take.
traveled all day to get here.
You'd imagine you could probably make it in like an hour and a half, maybe 2.
To get up this hill or mountain.
Yeah. It, like I said, it's not super high up. It's just like
They're
up this.
on a worked path.
Yeah.
Or a footpath at least.
Yeah, and it's pretty
Do we
wide too.
approach? Okay.
I'd say it's probably like 30, 40 feet wide. Or varies,
Well, if they want to be a town, let's see if they have any inns or any taverns.
That might not be how they operate. Nonetheless, we are here on a diplomatic mission.
Oh yeah, don't we get
I
like money?
honestly have no idea what to expect.
Didn't somebody like offer in gold for us to come out here?
Mhm.
Totally
It's
forgot
like
about that.
300 gold to see if they're legit, and if they're not, take out their leader.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seems
And I
reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should. Well,
Hear
I
them
just
out,
point-
right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we're not really here for the goblins.
Among other things.
Start walking up then.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
As you start heading up this passage, noting it there's kind of starts to overlook this valley. Easily gets to be about 150 foot drop. Not super narrow, but at times it does go to like 5-10 feet wide, but for the most part it seems wide enough for cart tracks. In fact, you would even see some cart tracks maybe left over, kind of frozen there. This has been used before. And then overlooking the ledge at the end of this passage, you can see it. A fort made of wood surrounding 2 large stone pillars with kind of this like stacked, tiered almost wood platforms. Firelight throughout, and you would even notice as you're kind of getting closer the occasional spike with humanoid skulls located there. And a few towers dot the passageway ahead as you would get close enough to see this.
Nice. Could I share with the group?
Including the speared skulls.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
gonna say.
Yes.
Classic goblin decor.
Yes, absolutely.
I was gonna say, could I suggest that I peel off from you guys and disguise myself as a goblin, just in case something happens?
Gonna be the tallest goblin we've ever seen.
I could go 1 foot lower than my height.
Gonna be the tallest goblin.
Still the tallest goblin we've ever seen.
Okay.
They're like
that's
2.5, 3 feet tall.
Oh, then it will be a tall goblin.
I think you're taking unnecessary precautions. We were basically invited.
Okay, I won't do that then. We'll try that. We'll try it this way.
Tell you what, you've got a week to think about it, as that'll be a good spot to end tonight, as you have arrived at your destination of Karkalok,
Nice job.
low in the
Steven.
mountains of the spine of the world, and alive, old,
Without exhaustion.
without exhaustion. It's not going to last forever, until it does. But yeah, we'll pick up there next week. So thanks for watching, folks. See what happens at this goblin fort. Night, Internet.
Night, Internet.
Right.